nothing has been happening in the house since last Friday until today. And now we've got all kinds of activity. I'm here in the laundry room, but it looks like nothing has happened here yet. So I'll just go to the next place. So what you're seeing hanging from the wall is the heat recovery unit. This is the unit that will exchange air coming in, fresh air coming in from the outside with air that's in the inside, and any energy that is being recovered will actually occur there. So you've got the in air meeting with the out air, but it never really touching each other. There's just three very, very thin membranes that allow for the movement of heat from hot to cold, and it depends on where the hot is and where the cold is. But the idea is to keep the temperature inside as similar as possible all the way through. So it's a unit that's very advanced, and you'll see that they're trying to drill a hole through the wall, and they have to go through the concrete, and so it's taking them quite a while. Looks like they're drilling a series of smaller holes, and then they'll cut through between them in an attempt to create a larger one so that they can actually have the vent going to the outside. There should be another hole that's been drilled here as well. I think that it's there, and that will be for the dry well for the backwash of the water treatment that we're going to be putting into the house itself. So we'll end up getting rid of the hard water and the iron. Nothing else has happened here other than you can see that we've moved in somewhat. So there are plants in here. There's some of our materials for the studio, Trisha's materials, and then in here we have much of the storage racks that we're going to have to put up are stored in here, but also some of the materials that will end up being on those racks, including our wine bottles for the next time that we actually do some winemaking, which hopefully will be in the fairly near future. There's a fan there too. I'll have to bring that one out. Oh, that's the heat unit that we're using. There are some lights that we bought. So those will be going in our bedroom. And upstairs, they've been working on trim. So you can see that the trim in the hallway, the kitchen, has been done. So the floorboards here are done as well, but not finished in the master bedroom yet. But they are completed around the perimeter of the great room. There are some spaces left, like that one, and another one over here. And that's to accommodate that baseboards need to be installed yet. But we don't know exactly how big those units are, so they just left a large space. And I don't think anything else has happened in any of the rooms. So the other thing that's going to occur is that the mini splits will actually be installed hopefully today, but it depends on how quickly they are able to actually get through the rest of the materials. All right, so that means that this mini split and the one here as well will all need to be installed yet. So we've got HVAC and we've got carpenters doing the trim. And the thinking is at this point in time that we will have the thermal wall hopefully by Friday. Apparently it's been manufactured and it needs to be transported. And the earliest is Friday or at the latest Monday, so that we can get the outside complete. And then it's a question of putting the metal siding around the thermal and reinstalling all the windows and doors, etc. So it'll be a little bit yet, but we're moving in that kind of direction. Next week, Friday, so it'd be the 15th, is the delivery date of all of the rest of our furniture, etc. So you can see we're living here, but it's pretty rough. We have a good plywood countertop on the far side. Some of our furniture is here, but not the majority of it. Our bed has not been delivered yet, so that's all coming on the 15th. Anyways, so I'll update as we go along today and keep you up to date as to what's happening. Good news though, we've got movement again after 4 days of nothing happening in the house. Anyways, talk to you soon. All right, this is a continuation of the work that was being done today. And so we'll do it through Patricia's eyes because she's sort of seeing it for the first time. So we're in the laundry room, and go ahead and describe what you see.
Well, as you can see, we've pulled everything to the middle of the room because they're supposed to put the trim baseboards on, which they didn't get to today. However, there does seem to be a hole in the wall. What's that for?
That's for our outside
taps. Yay!
So if I put, you can see right through,
Yeah.
and there's the outside.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
So that's one tap.
Mm-hmm. Well, nothing's changed in
Nope.
here except that I did paint the baseboards
Right.
yesterday. So I filled in all the holes and all the nail holes and painted them. And so I haven't done the doorway yet.
And as you can see, I've partially set up, at least I've got a computer, and we needed the printer because we have some documents for our solar panel that need to be printed and signed. So I've got that out.
Okay, the big thing in here is our, what system? HVAC system? No,
This is
it's,
heat recovery.
Heat recovery.
HRV or an ERV, energy recovery ventilation.
Okay. So it helps with the air going in and the air going out of the house for circulation.
So what you can see here is these big flexible tubes are connected to a hole that they drilled in the outside wall. We'll go outside and take a look at that as well. And one of them is for air intake and the other one is for air going out. And that's tied to the pipes that are coming from the house and going to the house on the other side. So exactly the same thing on either side. And you see the venting that goes through to all of the house. So you'll have venting in every location in the house, except for the floor. There's a hole there. There's a hole there.
Those are
Spotlights.
spotlights that haven't been put in.
Right.
Yeah, there's a little bit of trim that has to be done here. And
By the front door.
by the front door, but I think they're waiting till we actually have our the door that's going to come in. Do you want to go on the outside then? Or?
Sure. Let me grab some shoes a second. You want to take the camera? Did Elf go outside?
Yep. He seems to be running down the lane. Don't know why.
You see a rabbit? We saw a rabbit this morning. We were going to the trailer.
Albie, where are you going? Where are you going?
Come on, Albs.
Hey, Albs. Come on. Come on.
Okay, so nothing has happened
Here he comes.
on the south side.
Here's our Albie boy. There you go. There you are.
Nothing has happened on the south side. Here you see some of the styrofoam sheeting, the skirting, sorry, starting to show up because the sand has moved away.
Yeah.
And here we see the outside of the energy recovery ventilation system. That's the big box that's sticking out of the wall. Keep in mind that the 8 inches that are closest to the wall will actually end up being inside the thermal wall that will be installed starting tomorrow, probably Monday.
Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday.
Another hole there for
Outdoor tap.
external tap.
Excellent.
They didn't get to
The unit?
pardon?
The unit that's down here?
Yeah, so we don't know when the mini splits will be installed, and then we have to have a compressor installed here as well, but we have no notification as to when that's going to happen. They also did not punch a hole through my office wall, which is also supposed to happen, and what will happen there is probably this piece of conduit,
Oh, that's for your internet?
because it's got a fishing tape in it somewhere lower on down, and so it'll come out of, it'll start over there. You can see the wound roll of fiber that's on the post right underneath the Nexicom, the gray, light gray box that's facing us. It'll start over there, go through the conduit, come up here and through the wall into my office, and that's where I'll put the modem. So that's supposed to happen soon as well. And nothing more on the east wall. Nothing on the north wall except that hole for
the tap.
the outside tap. And you can also see where the our outside plug is located as well. It's the yellow coil of wire. I think that's it for now.
That's
Out
an outdoor
here.
plug. Okay.
And we go upstairs.
Okay.
Maybe turn it off until we get up there.
Okay, so now we're upstairs here. You can see we've got a little cozy
Not that cozy.
place to hang out with a few chairs and lawn chairs and so on. Anyways, looks like they've done the baseboard along the knee wall here and along here. Now they've left it opening because we have some electric baseboard heaters that have to go in. I don't think we'll ever use them. So then, yeah, along here.
But it's required for building code.
Yeah, and they haven't caught up with the new types of ways of heating with air through our cement floor and ERV systems and mini splits and so on.
Gotcha.
Well, fix up has to happen. Anyways, that's where a heater will go as well. And so that's it for here. So we pulled out all of our stuff here. You see we're
For a third
on
day in
it.
a row.
The third day in a row. So we are pulled out our mattress, and they just did the back wall here. So they'll be probably finishing that tomorrow, hopefully.
Hopefully electrical comes tomorrow and puts those two sconces in.
Right. And they have done the bathroom, or the WC, along 2-3 walls, but not the 4th wall.
What's interesting is that they've covered up the controls for the end floor heating as well.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I don't know.
Might have to cut through that.
But that was done. This
And
was
this
done.
one too. Yeah, here. So the little bit of trim that had
Here.
to be in the bathroom
That's a lot of
is
work though,
done.
Trish.
I know. It looks like it isn't, but it is. But that's it. That was done today. It was very noisy here today. As they had to drill through the ICF cement wall, and yeah, so it was pretty noisy getting those holes drilled. And there's probably a couple more holes. Like I said, the internet hole has to go through the wall, and
Dry well for the.
And we're gonna get some water filtration done. So what we also did yesterday, because for some reason for the occupancy permit they want to have the potability test, they want all zeros, and we had a 2 with the coliform. And so we are redoing our water test. So we did what we did is we shocked the well with some bleach, let that run through for 24 hours, and then we took a sample again and we took it to the lab today. So we should have results on Monday, and hopefully they are better results for that occupancy permit. So anyways, till next time, hopefully we'll have more update tomorrow. Bye for now.